Well, good morning, 7K team. Okay, look, let's build in momentum. If you want to build 7K, you want to build it in momentum. Okay, and so who creates momentum? We do. We create our momentum. The company doesn't create it. We do. And uh, you know, you you've heard me talk about leapfrogging uh, and and working with those who are the most interested and most excited, and going to where that is, and building as rapidly and as much as you possibly can in that increment of time, and you build momentum. Now, what do I mean by that? I think we're going to see that here. But uh, everyone has to be willing to do the things it takes to build their business in momentum, or build it fast, or establish a good, uh, quick foundation upon which you build upon over the years. Uh, Nothing changes from my success system. The success system is always the same. It takes 2 years to learn, uh, and then 3 to 5 years to build a huge business, even if we're just building a $500 a week extra income for the rest of your lives. And but do you still have to work? Oh, yes, but not like you did in those first 2 to 7 years. Okay, so in essence, I'm saying, are you willing to exchange a 60-year plan for a 10-year plan or less? That's really what we're talking about. And one where you don't have to um, borrow tens of thousands or hundreds of thousands of dollars to create a business. You get to start a business for $600, $599. And if you really want to start it the right way, you're going to start it for a little more than $1,100, or a little, about $1,800. That's a business family pack. So let's get with what I'm talking about, and so we understand it relative to the new 2024 enhanced share plan, or compensation plan, or referral compensation plan, whatever you want to call it. Uh, you know, that's what we're referencing it to. So let me pull that up real quick. Just get it up on the screen, and let me start with slideshow presentation, and we'll start from the beginning. Okay, so let's get it going. Come on, computer. There we go. Sometimes I wonder about these things. Okay. Uh-oh, I didn't want to do that. It's taking old clicks in my, and let me put this thing up at the top. There we go. Okay, this is what I'm talking about. How to build 7K momentum. Okay, and uh, and really, by doing this, you're going to mount on the wings of an eagle and soar with us at 7K. That's what I mean by that. Okay, and here's our new one-page 7K share plan. Of course, our cycles, we still have the $250 cycle check for anything less than 500 points in your counter. And when you have 250 on each side, you have one person on left, one person on the right, minimum. That's all it takes. And then our cycles are, when you get 500 or above, are always in 500 increments. So it's good to understand that. And then our way to climb ranks is much easier than it's ever been And so many of you are going to be able to achieve. And that's why I hone in on that bronze rank, where it takes 3 personals on the left, 3 personals on the right. If you have a family business back, you already have 1 on each side. So you meet the associate requirement already. So you are basically planning your 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 foot into your foundation of your business with a family business. Just the way I started day one when I and enroll my spouse, enroll her company, and then move forward. Okay. And so this is a kind of little easier way to kind of view that uh, the levels and the generational. That's a 5 active sponsorship generational levels in terms of new business that comes in a rolling 28-day period or 4 pay weeks. Okay. And it's rolling and it's cumulative. And that's the great thing to understand about it. And you've been seeing this in your back office on your business hub already, and it's called growth factor. They'll have the actual number of sales that are 5 generate. That means new people enrolling into your business. And you always want new people enrolling in your business. That's what creates that legacy income. That's what creates that, when people drop out, people find something else, uh, people go home to the Lord. Okay. And then they're people. They're all kind of things, but that's growth in business. In any business, you got to have growth. And in business, you got to have replacement. Okay. And so this just, you know, gives a way to have that measure. But I'm going to show you how you can do this, how this is a non-factor when you just started or you're ready to engage. You've done your 2 years of learning. You're ready. You've got skills, attitudes, and you're ready to really engage now. Okay, you've done some part-time, but or a brand new person. That's the key, brand new person. And you're wanting to get a brand new person in your organization. But first, before I go into that, I want to just remind you that today we have 5 ways to earn gold, silver, and cash with the new 2024 Enhanced 7K Referral Compensation Plan. First, we get instant gold pay. So all members we enroll, they're going to get right now an instant $5 deposit of gold into their account. That's lanyap. That's extra. That is the same memberships, same coins they get, same everything. Now they get an extra $5 gold deposited right into their account when they join. It's kind of like, hey, a thank you for joining, and you get to tell them that. And you get an $80 deposit of gold in your Sound Money wallet if they come in with a $5.99 Legacy VIP. You get $40 if they come in with a VIP, and you get $20 worth of gold pay if they come in with a basic restricted plan. Okay, basically our preferred customer plan. Okay, they're not really interested in building a business. They're just, sticking their toes in the water to see what it's like. They have that big fear syndrome, or they think they don't have money, and so they're going to take the poor man's approach to building, and that's the wrong attitude in entrepreneurialism and building a business, especially when we're not talking about large fund. We're talking about sacrifice. If you want to succeed, you got to sacrifice. If you want to succeed, you got to have priority. If you want to succeed, you got to have persistence. You got to have perseverance. You've got to do what it takes to succeed. So we get instant gold pay. Next, you get these points for enrolling, and you get these points for any coins purchase, but we're just talking about enrollment points right now. And you get it 5 sponsorship generational levels deep. So it pays up 5 levels. for new members joining your business. Okay. And so those 150 points for the legacy VIP will post up 5 levels. Those for 50 points for the VIP and the 20 points for the basic restricted preferred customer membership that post up 5 levels. Okay. So then you get free silver once a month through your loyalty points. Now you get loyalty points when you buy your autosaver. So your autosaver doesn't cost you what you think it is. Okay. That's the first thing to know about this business. And you're getting an asset and you're not having an expense. That's so different. We're so different than any other direct sales or multi-level marketing or network marketing company that's ever been in existence. We are teaching people how to accumulate wealth, how to accumulate assets, not accumulate more expenses every month. Oh, that's so different. And we got to know these differences to be able to help explain those differences. Now, you get points for every time anyone buys an autosaver, a coin drop, special collector coin, anything that has points on it, jewelry, anything that has points, those points will post up infinite levels, regardless of sponsorship or anything, infinite levels into your counters. Okay. Anywhere on your left team, anywhere on your right team, doesn't matter who sponsored it, doesn't matter any of that, it just posts up to your counter. That's the important thing to remember. That's that legacy income. That's what you're building for, not just the member. Membership creates this, but that's what you're going for. Remember, I always taught you want 25 customers on your left team, 25 customers. It doesn't matter who put them there, doesn't matter who got them, but you have 25 customers buying that 20-point coin every month. 25 times 20 is 500. That's 500 points coming up to your counter every month. And all you have to do is have a personal active on the left, personal active on the right, and you get a $500 check or two 250 checks, or in that essence. Okay. But it'll create that kind of income for you. That's what you're working for. That's what we all working for. That's what we're all helping people to strive to get, if they're willing to work, if they're willing to do what it takes, other than wishing, okay, hoping. Okay. Now, the fifth way that we earn more gold, if you got the $5.99 Legacy VIP membership, you're the only one that can get what we call a bullion bonus in your Sound Money wallet. So if the people you personally enroll that you brought in, they are buying gold or silver in their Sound Money wallet, you'll get up to 1% of that matching metal in your Sound Money wallet deposit. That's the 5 ways that we can earn gold, silver, and cash with our new 2024 7K share plan or referral compensation plan. So with that said, let's get right into how we build momentum and what we do. Here you are, okay? And so before any of this happens, this is what's got to happen. Now, notice, I used to do it with the annual renewal 499 plan, which I taught the same system, okay? A building system, okay? So now it's a legacy lifetime membership for just $100 more. You got a lifetime membership and you're making a commitment. That's what we want your people to do. Make a commitment, because commitment is part of that first piece of paper in my success system. A commitment for 2 years to learn, earn and learn at the same time, but a commitment of 2 years of buying your autosaver for 2 years until you learn all about it and learn all the things you need to know, because you've never been taught about gold and silver on purpose in your life. So what do you need to do? Each person needs to make a list of minimum of their hot 25, their top 25 people. 25 people they know well, and those people know them well, and you would like to have them in your business. That's your top 20. You're just making a list, their name, phone number, you're putting it together. Day one, right now, soon as you join. Okay, yeah, you're going to get onboarded and things like that, but you're doing this right now because you got a sponsor and you got an upline leader that's working with you, and it's not just you, but you're the one with this new fresh list. Okay. Now, if you don't tell them about it, somebody else will, and you'd have wished that you would have done this in the years to come, or the days to come, or the hours to come. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to contact all 25 in 5 days, minimum in 5 days. That's 5 per day. And we give you the lines. We teach you how. We teach you how to do this, but you're going to reach out with what I call the 3 questions that I asked you to learn. Okay. The 3 questions to ask people, in these days of inflation, who do you know that could use an extra $500 a month or a week? That question is, most people are going to say about everyone. The other question, oh, well, in your course of conversation, I've got 3 questions to ask you, Jim, and you ask them that one. And then the second one, hey, look, if you could have a handful of gold and silver right now, would you want it? Or would you want even more? How many people would like to have how many people would like to love to have a handful of gold and silver right now in their hands? Well, just about everyone, right? Of course. Okay. And then that third question you want to be able to ask people, uh Whiz, don't tell me I forgot my question. Anyway, I got it up there. That's not this training, but because I want to get to the main statement. Those are kind of the warm-up questions. Okay, kind of warm-up questions to give you a little something to talk about, and get agreement with them. The main thing is you're going to ask them this question. Hey, Jim, if I can show you how to turn $600 into over $3,000 in 8 weeks or less with absolutely no risk of losing it, would you take 35 minutes for me to show you how? Bingo. Now you're going to introduce them to 7K with our 5-minute, 18-minute video, whatever. You're going to introduce them to 7K. And you're going to just, continue to persist with your partner, with your sponsor, with your upline leader you're working with, because they got to be working with you on this right now, right in the beginning. You aren't doing this all by yourself. That's the whole key. And what you're going to do is you're going to show them this little presentation right here. Okay. Now, it becomes with the 1099 tax benefits that we get. Oh, I remember the third question by now. Who do you know that would like to pay less taxes every year that the government's going to waste for us? Everybody. That's that third question, the taxes. And I remembered it because of the 1099 tax benefit. Okay, so you got your 3 questions, and you got the most important question right here written out for you on this chart. Okay, so see, you have an internet e-commerce business, the Costco of gold and silver. That's what 7K is. Allows people to buy, no minimums, no maximums. Okay, so out of your 25 people, we're going to sponsor 2. Now, you may have 50 people. That's even better. But eventually, you're going to do the job description. My 7 pieces of paper said, where over a 2-year period, you're building a list of 500. Okay. And you got most of them already in here, but we're going to put them down on a list. Okay. So So we have this systematic way of approaching this, just like we're going to do right here. So you sponsor them, you put them on your left, you put them on your right, you got 150 points. Now they know people you don't know. We're going to get them to do exactly the same thing. So we want to accomplish this in our first week. We not only want to enroll your 2 people, we want to help them and see you're going to be doing your own boarding, and your sponsor, your leader that's working with you to help you enroll your 2, he or she are the one that's going to be working with these 2 new people and their new lists. And you're going to be hearing it. You're not going to be talking. You're going to be hearing it. You're going to be part of it, because some of these people y'all may know in common, but mostly not, probably not. But you're going to be able to learn the process as you see it unfold, because we're all working together. So we're going to enroll their first person on their left, their first person on their right. And so now you've got 3 people. And now this is your first generation. So you got 1 growth factor on your left. And now, since this is your second generation, you got 3 growth factors cells. So see, growth factor is not going to be a problem. Okay. You got 3. Okay. Now you also get what you call those new customer bonus points in the week that you enroll them. So you're going to get 2 because you enroll 1 on your left and 1 on your right. That's important, because that gives you commission point rollover from week to week instead of going to loyalty point. And you'd rather commission point rollover, but you're not going to lose your point. So here you got 450 points in the first week. Okay. And for some reason, I went to week 2. I'm missing week 1, but week 1 is the 150 and 150, and then week 2 is this. Okay, so you're going to get your first paycheck of $250. It's going to subtract 250 on each side, because you have the 2 new customer bonuses. It's going to subtract those two, and it's going to roll over the point. So 250 minus 450 minus 250 is 200 points going into the next pay week. And since you enroll 1 on your left and 1 on your right, and they came in with a $599, you got $160 GoPay deposited. So not only did you get a $160 GoPay, you got $250 check. Okay. So, so let's take it to the next week. What are we going to do? We're going to do the same thing. Okay. Week 1, you got that $250 paycheck. Now I'm going to correct that, because that's week 1. Okay. That's week 1. Okay. And so, you're going to get week 1, you got that $250 paycheck. Week 2, what are we going to do? These 4 people right there, they duplicate what we did. They make their list of 25 people. We got 4 people to work with. Who's working with them? You're right. Your sponsor, your upline leader, they're the one working with them. You're taking part. You're working now your list of your next 25. You're looking for your next person to enroll, your next person to sponsor, because you only have 1 on your left and 1 on your right. The most you can be as an associate. You want to move up to copper, so you need 2 on the left and 2 on the right to be able to move up to copper. And you have to make $1,000 in a 4-week period, and now you're right copper. Copper enables you to make $1,000 a week. Okay, so when those experienced people are working with your 4 new people to help them get their 2 on each side, we're doing the same thing. All we're doing is duplicate, except this is week 2 now. And so now we have 1, 2, 3, 4. Some people get more, that's fine. But what we want is the 1 on the left and 1 on the right. If we get more than that, that's lagniappe. That's extra benefit. That's extra money or extra pay. Okay. But what we want is that 2, and that's what we're working for. And so that'll be 4 new people coming in times 150 points is 600 points coming up to your counter on the left side, 600 points coming up to your right side, and that'll be added to the old 200. That'll be 800 points in your counter now at the end of week 2. So you're only an associate, so all you can make is $500. So they're going to subtract all 800 go away because you're not a copper. But 300 will roll over into the next week, okay, on one side. So they subtract the 800 on this side, the 500 on this side. You get a $500 check. 2 weeks, you've got $750 and $160 in gold pay. You got much more than your money back already in just 2 weeks. So what do we do the next week? We duplicate the same thing, except now you definitely need to sponsor that third person in your organization and put them on your left and put them on, your second person where you personally enroll. Well, they're going to go down the first available spot somewhere down here on your left team, somewhere down on your right team, because you can only place left and you can only place right. But now you are helping in this process while you're looking for more. Now you are also helping us with this process because now we got 8 people that we're helping them duplicate what you did that first week. What we did with your first 2 people. They're making their list of 25. We're looking to sponsor their top 25. And this is part of me leapfrogging. This is part of that upline leader leapfrogging with you, or your sponsor that's a leader experience leapfrogging with you. Because they're the ones that's making it go. They're the ones handling the objection. They're the one you're listening. And you need to learn how to do that 3-way real well, or that Zoom, where you're tight-lipped, you're mum. You got laryngitis. Not really, because you're making an introduction and then you're quiet. And they will see because of you that they don't have to learn all this much. They just have to understand, hey, getting gold and silver is a good thing. I agree with that. I understand that. I kind of like this approach. And gee whiz, I'm going to have partners that's doing the work with me, just like you do. That's what they're going to see. That's what they're going to experience. And that's what makes growing, building, and duplication good. And I will correct these 15s to 150 points. Okay. Just something went past me this morning. I didn't see it until I'm presenting it. So that 4 times 150 points, 150 points is what the 599 creates. Now, this is on your 3rd generational level. This is your 1st generational level. But look at this. You got 4 new growth factor sales in 1 week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks. Look, on this side, you got 3 and 4, 7 generational growth factor sales. Wow. That's more than you needed. Okay. That's more than you needed. Now, here we are in week 3. Okay. We're helping them get there too. And that's, that's, 4 is, and then week 3 is helping them get there too, will generate 8 new sales on your left team, 8 new sales on your right team. 8 times 150 is 1,200. 1,200 comes up and adds to your 0 balance, make 1,200. 1,200 comes up, adds to that carryover 3, makes 1,500. So if you're just an associate, all you're going to get is a $500 check. And it's going to subtract out the 1,200 off both sides. okay, and a carry over 300. If you're just as a, but see, that's why you want to have that second personal, okay? That's why you want to be that copper, okay? So how can you be a copper? Well, you got 250, 500, and 1,000. So you're earning the money. So you are a copper, okay? And so here you go. You got 500 that is carrying over for you, okay? And you lose all 1,200 here. Nothing goes to zero because you got paid that, and you can't get paid on that extra 200. So it goes away. It flushes. Okay. So you're going to, and this will be 300, by the way, and I'll get that corrected again. So just know that that's 300. Okay. So we're building in momentum by pure duplication. You get your growth factor. Growth factor is no problem. And if you've got that extra one on your left and one on your right, you got 2 new leadership bonus. And that's why you carry over your volume to the next week. But you can't carry over more than what you're capable of earning. So just a little nuance to let you know. So let's go to week 4. What do we do in week 4? Well, we help these 8 new people here get their one. We just duplicate the same process, but we're doing it week by week. Okay. We hadn't even completed a whole 28-day cycle, but you can look at all the growth factor sales that you have coming up, and you are adding to them. Okay. And so if you want to be a bronze, you got to personally sponsor 3. That'd be 1 more on your left and 1 more on your right. If you do that, when you have these sales coming up, 2,400 on each side, adding to this, then you can get paid that 2,000. If you do not do that, you'll get paid 1,000 because you're just a copper. No, not under the new system. This is the beauty of this system. See, under the new system, you will get paid that 2,000. If you've got the 3 personals on your left, the 3 personals on your right, you've got the growth factor that's required, and you got more growth factor required because as a bronze, you just need 2 and 2, 2 on the left team, 2 on the right team, 5 levels deep. You got much more than that. And it's a rolling 28-day period. And so you're going to get paid that $2,000 just as if you were a bronze, even though you're not a bronze yet, because you hadn't earned the money to be a bronze yet. But as soon as you get this paycheck, you earn the money in a 28-day period, according to the new 1-page comp plan. So that's why I want you to study that, look at it as I'm explaining it, and you have no problem with growth factor. You have no problem with building. The key is getting you a brand new person, helping them build. For the new person building, this is exactly how they built. This is exactly how we all built our business. It's exactly how I taught from day one. Build 7K in momentum. And you'll get the rollover too, okay, which is a beautiful thing, okay, because you make 2,000. They won't give you any more rollover than that, but you'll get the 900. They'll subtract the 2,000. That's pretty cool. Okay, so just a real quick brief. If you started with a family business pack, so what's a family business pack? It's where you have a VIP, legacy VIP, and you have your spouse or your business or some other family member that's with you that is basically you're a 1 unit here. Okay. So you start out as an associate, one on your left, one on your right, and you're in control of that. Now, you could do it with $1,204.95. Okay. Uh, that includes shipping, handling, and all that kind of stuff. Okay. Or you could do it with $1,884.75. Well, I like to just do the prices of the membership because taxes and shipping and handling can vary. And I'm going to remove this off this slide because that's not the way to do it. Okay. And so it's just the price of the membership. Taxes and shipping and handling can vary. I don't want to have to be updating every time for taxes and shipping and handling. And so, I look at it as $599 and $269. So basically, 600 and 540 is 1140 minus 3 is 1137. Okay. And then 1800 minus 3 is 1797. Okay. So that's how we can start a big business. Now, of course, if you do the best, you're going to have more than 300 points coming up here. If you do 1, 2, 3, 2 and 2 is this person getting their week in their business. Okay. Then you're going to start the same way that we did. You're going to help this person get their one on their left, one on their right. And so they got 3, that's 450 plus 50 is 500. And I'll get these sides corrected. The 450 plus 50 is 500. So you're going to make a $500 check the first week. You're not going to do that 250. You're just going to do the 500, which is a good thing because see, the next week, what you're going to do is help these 2 people get their 2 people, get their 4, get that 600 coming up. Okay. And you're already got 1 sponsored here. Well, you already have 2 on each side. And if you got the volume, you're going to get the pay. Okay. That's the key. And so now you got another $500 check. You are a copper because that's all it takes is $1,000 to become a copper. Okay. And then the following 3rd week, we just duplicating the same thing. And see, no one down here is doing a family business pack. We're just assuming they're doing the $599. And we only counting the 599s because that's our serious player. Everybody else, if they come in with a 269 or a 149, they're just led you. We're looking for that partner that's serious to work with you. That's why I only look at that. Everything else is just extra gravy, extra money. Okay. And so now you're going to get that $1,000 check. You got 2,000. You got, depending on if you did the 599s or if you did the 269s for your family business pack, then you're going to have 240 in gold pay or 320. That's the difference in gold pay if you did the 599 or the 269. Then what do we do the next week? We do exactly the same thing. And remember, here you've got 37, you got more than 3,700. Okay. The first way I show you, you got $3,750. Here you got $4,000 in 4 weeks. What if it took you a whole year to do this? This is what you do. What if it takes us a whole year? We still get the same thing. So it's how fast do you want to earn the money? That's the key. And remember, I want you to understand, we have no guarantees here. We have an income disclosure that we want everyone to see and understand what the averages are, what the medians are, how many people little customers. We're a full disclosure company, and we want everyone to know that, to see that, and none of us are uh, are investment advisors. We just have a gold and silver member direct marketing company that we're satisfied customers telling other people about it. And that's how you build 7K on momentum. I hope you see what I see. I hope you know, just engage and just do. The key is just do, and it rewards you handsomely. I want each and every one of you to enjoy your benefits of your membership. I want you to explore them. I want you to know them all. I want you to go through that back office. I want you to engage. I want you to be part of this on a weekly basis. I want you to do those 7 little pieces of paper that I engage people in all the time, and teach your members to do the same thing. Because see, if we don't make this kind of commitment, everyone needs gold and silver. Then we have a minimum job. And now you see, in building 7K and momentum, it's nothing more than a job description. It's making a commitment, and it's learning how to build your team. And there's your family business back. And you're only going to work your top center. You aren't going to work those two. Those are future leverage centers. And you're going to build your left team and your right team, and you're going to build it through these 2 centers. And there's going to be tons of volume built up there if you buy new coin every week there. And you'll be able to build 2 by 2. And if it took you 12 years, 12 months, this is what you're striving to do, is duplicate, duplicate, duplicate. And the company is well positioned to do that. And we're not an expense item. We're not spending money. They're not spending. They're spending money on an asset they're going to gain value with in time, and it's going to build value for them. That makes us different than anyone else. And understanding that you're in control of your attitude. I'm convinced that life is 10% of what happens to me and 90% of how I react to it. And so it is with you. We're in charge of our attitudes. Make sure you're reading that daily. And when you embody these 3 beliefs in your membership, you're ready to go. You're ready to build. You're ready to do this as a profession. You're ready to believe in the business building system. You're ready to believe in the fact that you can do this too. And there's that income disclosure statement as we close this session. And I encourage each and every one of you, do not let this opportunity pass you by. Do not let your friends and family not be a member of 7K. They all need to be a member of 7K. Everyone needs to be a member of 7K. I hope you see what I see. I hope you understand what I understand. And lock up, team up, be partners in this, and don't let anyone take that dream away from you. Don't let a soul ever take that dream away from you. I'm trying to find my record button if I can. Man, every time I do that, I have to stop share, I guess, to stop recording. There we go. Thank you.